Today we're going to show you how to fit the drip rail to go onto either the bottom of a door or alternatively onto the bottom of a tilt and turn window. It's one of those little jobs that always takes people a little bit of time to pluck up the courage to do, but it's fairly straightforward and simple, and with the right tools and the right equipment I'll show you how to go about doing that. The choices that we've got for the drip rails are rosewood, cherrywood or light oak as it's sometimes known, and soft white. We supply all of these, and along with them comes 4 what we call nipple screws, which are in here. That's the screw with its own mini drill bit on the end. So the simple way to go about installing it is to space the screws out 1, 2, 3, 4. The screw wants to be screwed into the opening door approximately 20 millimeters up from the rail that you can stand on as the door is open. That will allow you about 5 millimeters clearance between the base of the drip rail and the top of the door base threshold. Once it's installed, or once the screws are installed, you can either clip the drip rail on once you've cut it down to the right size. Of course, you're going to have to need a small hacksaw to do that, but the end of the drip rail is removable, so that allows you to be able to take the screws out to be able to fit them. And also then, if you put the end drip rail back on again, one trick that we have is before you put the drip rail end cover cap on is to just put a little bit of super glue in the back, just to allow the drip rail to stick to the door. That will prevent the drip rail moving side to side and sometimes jamming in the door, preventing it from closing. Once it's fitted, you can, if you so wish, with a very, very fine gun, run a small gun line of silicone seal along the top, but most times it sits comfortably in position. The idea being that it prevents water blowing over the threshold and into the cavity behind, and therefore preventing it coming into the house. The one thing I would suggest before you put it on is to see that the door is sitting absolutely square. This is important because if the door has dropped slightly and you put the drip rail on, if then you come to level the door up, then suddenly you've got a drip rail that's running uphill. So maybe before you start, try and level the door, just check that everything's okay, and then it should be fine. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you.